When you think of New York, you probably think of places like this. Massive high-rises looming over bustling traffic. But New York also has a wilder side. The city's 8 million residents live alongside more than 600 different species of animals. And in this series, we're going to be taking a closer look at some of the wilder residents of the 212. This is Wild New York.
My name is Ben, and I'm an amateur naturalist and animal lover.
Oh, and there he goes.
Join me and my friend Katie as we journey around New York City and discover a little bit more about the wildlife that shares our home.
Woo! Woo! Woohoo!
New York City is often called the city that never sleeps, and with good reason. Round-the-clock public transport, a vibrant nightlife, and two of the busiest international airports in the world all combine to make sure that the concrete jungle stays humming from dusk till dawn. And this time of year, there's one creature that takes advantage of everything that Big Apple has to offer. Strix varia, more commonly known as the barred owl.
The northern barred owl, also known as the hoot owl, is one of the most commonly seen owl species in North America, with a range that spans the entire East Coast, across Canada, and into the Pacific Northwest. One of the larger owl species, they're recognizable by brown and light gray coloration, with vertical stripes on the belly and a splattering of darker colors across the back. Their beaks are typically a pale yellow color, and their round heads lack the distinguishing horns of other owl species. Their eyes are dark brown, a unique feature not seen in other eastern owl species.
North American owls can vary in size to a great degree, with the smallest being just over 5 inches tall, while the largest can be over 30 inches tall. An individual size can actually tell us a great deal about both its diet and its behavior.
The barred owl is typically between 15 and 25 inches tall, with a wingspan between 35 and 50 inches. On average, they weigh between 1 and 2.5 pounds. Females are typically larger and heavier than males, but beyond differences in size, they do not exhibit other traits of sexual dimorphism.
Barred owls are commonly seen birds of prey in other parts of the country, but why on earth would they want to come to Manhattan? In winter, prey becomes scarce, and barred owls will often leave their home range in search of a new mate or new hunting grounds.
As a medium-sized owl, the barred owl is an ambush predator. Rather than attacking other birds in mid-flight or circling high above its prey, the barred owl will scope out a hunting ground from a high perch, then swoop in to claim its dinner. They prefer old-growth forests with tall trees and limited underbrush when searching for new territory. A place like the North Woods of Central Park, replete with tall trees and plenty of prey, makes the ideal hunting ground for a hungry owl. Armed with this knowledge, let's see if we can find one in the wild.
It's late autumn here in New York. The leaves are falling and the birds are migrating. We're here to see if we can spot a raptor that's become a bit of a celebrity in Central Park. Let's go see what we can find.
Barred owls are among a few species of owl that are also known for being active during the daytime. This, combined with their docile nature, make them ideal candidates for bird watchers.
All right, we're here, just south of the Great Hill in Central Park, and we found Barry the barred owl. He's right up here through these trees. Take a look.
Unlike some of their larger cousins, barred owls don't seem to mind being observed, occasionally seeming to show off for eager observers. Still, it's important to remember proper birding etiquette whenever you're observing. Be sure to follow all the rules and posted signs in your birding area. Don't go off trail or pass warning signs in pursuit of an observation. Take care not to agitate your quarry, especially during nesting season. Never aggressively pursue a bird that flies away. They may be looking for a little R&R or even trying to hunt. Migratory birds can fly thousands of miles, and rest can be the difference between life and death. Finally, be mindful of your fellow birders. Rare sightings can attract crowds of observers. Be as quiet as you can, and take care not to step in front of others, and remember to respect our wild spaces.
Now that we've met the barred owl, it's time to ask the most important question. How do they fit into our ecosystem? They may be a rare and beautiful sighting in America's largest city, but their ecological footprint extends well beyond the Big Apple.
The barred owl sits comfortably near the top of the food web. Their only predators in New York City are larger birds of prey, like the great horned owl. Barred owls have lived comfortably alongside humans in North America for a long time. Their predation of rodents and other pests combined with their mild demeanor make them ideal predators to live near human settlements. They're also known for reusing nest sites. Red-tailed hawks and barred owls have been seen using the same exact nest structures in different seasons year after year. But they're not without drawbacks. Like many creatures who've adapted to human behavior, the barred owl has encroached on the territory of other, more endangered animals. Climate change has allowed them to expand their territory into the habitats of struggling species like the spotted owl.
Although the barred owl has found a balance with the human beings that share its woods, it's important to remember that our preference for some predators over others will have a ripple effect across the food web, our ecosystem, and even the entire planet. It's important to think about wildlife at every level whenever we're making decisions that impact our environment. And remember, if you're ever trying to seek out one of these beautiful creatures, follow the following rules. Never feed wildlife. Always maintain a safe and respectful distance whenever you're observing, and make sure you properly dispose of all your trash. If you follow these steps, we can continue to make New York City a suitable habitat for beautiful creatures like this, and make sure the Big Apple stays a wild New York.